He's a neuroscientist. He has a PhD in the subject, and he does talks at like universities and things like that, and debates, things of that nature. Why is this person a strong speaker? He's fearless. He'll go into an arena of thousands of people and speak his mind, and he talks about a lot of controversial subjects, like things that have to do with religion and ethics and things like that. And he does a lot of debates too, and in debates, they get pretty heated, and he'll accept criticism when he's wrong, and that takes a lot of courage, in my opinion. Second is his logical argumentation. All his ideas are easy to follow when you're listening to his speech, and it's easy to learn a lot from him. I think every argument should be grounded in logic and not just fairy tale land, so I like that. And the third thing that makes him a strong speaker is his conversational tone. He speaks as if he's directly talking to, like, right here, like to you, like I'm talking to you. And it disarms you, and it makes it easy to listen and follow the speech. Even when he's like insulted or challenged, he keeps a really cool head, and he just keeps his calm and just fires right back. And I think ideas should stand on their own without any type of extra emphasis. So I'm going to show you guys a video real quick. I'm not going to say I agree with what he says in this or disagree, but
in the end, that somehow at the end of existence, we're going to be all let in on the punchline and have a mighty laugh with Almighty God for eternity. Now, there's no evidence of that, and I think, therefore, this concept of the afterlife really functions as a substitute for wisdom. It functions as a substitute for really absorbing our predicament, which is that everyone is going to die. There are circumstances that are just catastrophically unfair. Evil sometimes wins, and injustice sometimes wins. And the only justice we're going to find in the world is the justice we make. And I think we have an ethical responsibility to absorb this really down to the soles of our feet. And this notion of an afterlife, the happy talk about how it's all going to work out and it's all part of God's plan, is a way of shirking that responsibility.
how will I become to work more, or how will I work to become more like this speaker? I'll approach my speeches more as like a conversation. And this is more like, this is a tactic just to, it calms you down. It makes you think, oh, I'm going to go up here, I'm going to talk about something, but it's just like a conversation, I'm going to speak it how I would if I was talking to my friend. I'm going to put emphasis on words that I would emphasize if I was just having a conversation. And that makes it a lot easier to get up here and like give a speech. I'll try not to use emotion to persuade too much, because if I'm trying to persuade someone to do something, I don't want it to come from an emotional place, but maybe more of an ethical place, because I don't think it's right to just, based on your emotions, try to persuade someone. If you can create a logical argument that can persuade, I think that's the most effective way to persuade. The third thing I'll do is educate myself on the topic. Sam Harris is super educated on everything he talks about, and he does not open his mouth on the stand if he doesn't know what he's talking about. That's huge, because if you're doing academic debates and things like that, you can't just be talking about things you don't know. One positive change I can take from this is by emulating him is I will become a stronger speaker in public and social settings, and I'll have more respect when I speak, and people will give me credibility for what I'm talking about. All in all, I think you guys should watch some Sam Harris videos. He's super educational and inspirational, and the end.